Networking and marketing made simple is for you, the business owner who has a product, a service, or a message that you believe in. My name is Scott Aaron, and each week we'll take a behind-the-scenes look into the real-world marketing and networking tactics and strategies for getting what you have in front of you to a lot more people. Thanks for spending time with me, and now let's get started. Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Networking and Marketing Made Simple. Super excited to have you all here today. If you're a new listener to this podcast, welcome. So grateful that you're here. If you're a returning listener, as always, I am so grateful for your support. A week from tonight, just one big announcement. A week from tonight, April 25th, Nancy and I begin our first 5-day amateur to expert LinkedIn intensive in 8 months. The last time we did this was in August of 2021. We decided to do it again. And this is an up-leveled, deep dive masterclass, workshop, intensive, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to teach you everything that you need to know foundationally, but also update-wise in regards to your profile and the new things that you can do to it, the right way to build your network, the right way to connect, message, create sales, content creation, and all the new types that you can create, plus our 20-minute method a day to get results. Everyone gets a workbook. The replays will be available until May 11th. So for nearly 2 weeks, you can watch these back. So the intensive is from April 25th through April 29th. It's a Monday through Friday. Monday through Thursday, it's from 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Friday is our happy hour session. That is from 5 to 6. It is all live and recorded through private Zoom. And if you're in a different time zone and you can't be there live, it doesn't matter. As long as you're registered, you will be emailed the replays the next day. They will also be available in the private Facebook community, and you can also watch them back until May 11th. So if you would like to up-level your game on LinkedIn this year and beyond, then go to the description of this episode where you will find the registration link to the amateur to expert 5-day LinkedIn intensive with myself and my wife, Nancy. Now, on to today's episode, which obviously you saw in the description, is 3 LinkedIn posts to avoid and 3 posts to double down on. Now, no matter what others may say, depending upon the social media platform that you're using, and I include LinkedIn with this, traditionally there are best and worst types of posts to put out on those individual platforms that you're using. Now, we're going to use LinkedIn as an example because LinkedIn, as of late, has been getting extremely cluttered with bait posts, scammy polls, scandalous pictures of people revealing way too much on a professional platform. And it's been over the last year and a half or so, and a lot of people, myself included, and people reach out to me every single week about this, they're tired of the Facebook and Instagram type posts. People think, oh, if it's on Facebook and Instagram, it's appropriate for LinkedIn, which is not the case. Now, I'm not alone when I say that I really do wish that LinkedIn would take action. And I'm not saying, anything negative in this sense, but take action against those that are doing things on the platform for the sheer vanity metric gathering. Like, what's the point of that? Why should people get rewarded for those things that are for vanity metrics? They should be devalued, if anything else. To put it simply, and this is my belief, the best thing to do is for us to stay in our lanes, continue to provide value-added commentary and content as often as we can, and have absolutely no attachment to the outcome. Now, I'm not even going to get into engagement battle with the algorithm. I'm just not going to do that. That's a fight I'm never going to win, nor do I really care about winning that. So what I want to first go over are the 3 posts to avoid posting on LinkedIn. So the first one are polls that have no relevance to what you do professionally at all. This is a constant trigger for people on LinkedIn right now. And I see this all the time when you're scrolling through the feed and you see this poll that reads, how do you take your coffee in the morning? With cream, black, cappuccino, and it's written by a business coach. So one then has to ask themselves, what does this have anything to do with their business? And the answer is nothing. They are posting a poll that they know is going to get engagement for the vanity of the votes and the views. But that brings up 2 very important questions that one needs to ask themselves before doing that. How is this going to help their business? And how does this poll have value added commentary or content to someone's business? And the long and the short of it, it's not. It's not going to help their business. And that poll is not going to bring any value to that person's business. So why even post it? So don't. The second type of post that you want to avoid on LinkedIn are Instagram Reels and TikTok repurposed videos. And I'm seeing this trending big time. You can download your Instagram Reel, you can download your TikTok, and you can just save it to your camera roll, and then you can upload it right on LinkedIn. Now, let me be clear. First and foremost, I am all about repurposing. Love repurposing. I love working smarter and not harder. It's extremely important to be omnipresent on social media. Now, there is some content that absolutely should not be repurposed onto LinkedIn. There is some content that you can, but there is a fair amount that you shouldn't. LinkedIn allows us to upload native videos. So just like any other platform, you can record this to your phone. It's got to be under 10 minutes, and then you can upload it right to your the mobile app on LinkedIn. Now, they do this for a reason, right? They want us to educate and inform our audience with fresh content from our phones or computers, and then straight to LinkedIn. Instagram Reels and TikTok videos, if you think about it, are best for Instagram and TikTok. And remember, people will do whatever it takes and by any means necessary to get likes, comments, and views. And this is one of the ways that they're trying to do it. My simple rule of thumb is whatever you're doing on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, don't do it on LinkedIn. It's a separate animal altogether. And the third and final post that you should avoid posting on LinkedIn are scandalous and fake bait posts. Meaning, these are the types of posts that are really causing a problem. They're running rampant on LinkedIn right now. A lot of people complain about how some people do treat this like a dating site. And I understand why. I understand why that happens. You invite people into that side of the platform by posting racy or scandalous pictures, making yourself vulnerable to those types of people from the content that you're putting out there. I absolutely experienced this myself. When I was still in the fitness industry and I was still growing an online wellness business, I would post pictures of me from my bodybuilding contests, and I can tell you firsthand, it absolutely invited the wrong people and the wrong type of engagement into my business. And the messages that were being sent to me, I don't wish those messages to be sent to you ever. You don't want that to happen. You need to remember that doing things for likes and for comments and views, it doesn't change anything in your business. At the end of the day, people always care more about how you can serve them rather than what you actually look like. Now, those are the 3 ones that you should absolutely avoid let's dive into the ones that you should. So if one was going to double down on specific content on LinkedIn, what should you post? Well, number one, the how-to or list posts that educate and inform your audience. So for those that don't know this, it's been proven many times over and spoken about many times over that the how-to and list posts get anywhere between 3 to 5 times more engagement than a basic motivational or inspirational type post. So people say, well, why? Well, when you give people specific information about how they can better themselves, how they can better their business without asking for anything back in return, so without a call to action to book a call or sign up for this, it's the best way to build that know, like, and trust with your audience. We've talked about that before. No one buys anything from anyone that they don't know, like, or trust. People on LinkedIn are looking for ways to improve themselves. They're looking for ways to improve their businesses. So give them what they want. Simple tips and ways to make improvements in their life and business for them to personally grow and move in a better direction, they go a really long way. So the how-to and list posts will always help you on LinkedIn. Now, the second thing, going back to something we spoke about as far as polls and what not to do, the polls that you do want to do are the ones that give value and as much needed market research for your business as possible. I did an entire LinkedIn live training and wrote an article on this topic alone by itself, but it still needs to be talked about as often as possible. One of the best ways to find out what your audience is lacking, what they need help with, is by asking a simple question. You've heard me say this before. Questions will always lead to answers. And LinkedIn polls are a great way to conduct this. I do, and for those that follow me on LinkedIn, you know I do about 2 polls per week. I do them every Wednesday and Saturday. And why I do that, it helps me create content that you end up seeing in a lot of my newsletter editions or my LinkedIn live trainings. I'm not going to create content based on what I think people need to hear about. That makes no sense. Instead, I'm going to ask them what they are struggling with or what they want to improve, so I can then in turn create content based on their needs, not my wants. The more that you find out where people actually need help in their businesses using LinkedIn polls, the more organic engagement you will receive. And in return, it's because of the value-added information that you're providing on the back end. So that's how you want to leverage polls. Third and final, videos that build trust, rapport, and connection. Now, I've done trainings on this before, and I tell people all the time, it doesn't matter if this is done via LinkedIn video that's natively posted to the platform, LinkedIn Live. Video is king every single time when it comes to building a connection with your audience. Video, for a lot of people, is also one of the scariest things for people to do. And I get it. It is scary in the beginning. So it does show a vulnerable side of you. And I will put that out there. But that's a good thing. When you are looking to make a meaningful connection with your network, you're going to want to do video. If you are doing a native video, so if you don't want to do LinkedIn Live pre-recorded, just make sure it's 2 to 4 minutes long, and you're giving tips or educating people on a topic or topics that's in your wheelhouse. If you're going to do a LinkedIn Live, which I always suggest because I love live interaction, make sure that you're live, and LinkedIn actually suggests this. Make sure that you go live for at least 15 minutes, but no more than 30. I do prefer live video. The organic nature of it, but also the real-time interaction with the audience that you have, I mean, it's second to none. I mean, it's amazing. So just like posts and polls, just make sure your videos are, number one, educational, number two, informative, and number three, full of value. Over time, this is the truth. Over time, if you are consistent with posting the three above pieces of content that I went over, you will absolutely grow your business. You will grow your impact that you have on that network that you're growing. And in turn, your income will increase. So don't forget, register today. A week from today, April 25th, we begin our first 5-day amateur to expert LinkedIn intensive of the year. And it's our first one in 8 months. So go to the description of this episode so you can register. So everyone, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please enjoy the rest of your days, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much again for checking out today's episode. And if you are listening through iTunes, Spotify, wherever you are, please leave me a rating and review. Let me know what you loved, what you would like to see improved, or ideas you have for future episodes. And if you are interested in taking your business to the next level, don't hesitate to go to my website, www.scottaaron.net, where you can schedule a free discovery call with me, where I can learn more about you, your business, what you're struggling with, and how we can work together. And don't forget to check out my wife, Nancy, and mine, our free community on Facebook called LinkedIn Leads for Life. We would love to see you in there. Have a great rest of your day. And thank you, everyone, for your support. Grateful for each and every one of you.